Are you ready for the biggest savings event of the year? Well, we are. This Friday morning at Walmart, save is a very big word. Vac batteries, 4 for just $5. Fold or bathroom tissue for just 78 cents. This we're gonna save and we're gonna help you.
Okay, so let me get this straight. You were at the events of the Black Friday sale? Well, yeah, I do, but it started with my friend group. I don't really, a lot of stuff happened to them, and that's kind of where it started. I don't think a lot of people knew, but we did actually have houses. Well, back then I used to have a friend group, and this is the part where we usually hang out. We do the stuff normal people would do if you were friends, I guess. First guy there, his name was Terrence. And whenever he did something stupid or he had to pay a bunch of money, he was usually there because he was in he had a job at the I for Gore building, which is the richest building you could probably work in. Then there was Isaac. He was just the one who ate everything pretty much. He didn't really help a lot in things, and he was kind of sarcastic, but we still stuck with him. He was still a cool guy. And then there was Ruben. This guy was always trying to scam people out of their money. He wanted to make it a way that wasn't working. So that's what he did most of the time. And even though when he did hang out with us, the money he paid with was probably not earned. Anyways, we realized we were looking shaggy. So we decided to hit up the Epic Barbershop. So while we headed there, I noticed there was a paper on the wall. So I checked it up. Thought it looked pretty cool, so I decided to ask my friends about it. Hey, you guys heading out to the Black Friday sale? Pfft, yeah, sure. Check out my new cut. Doesn't look fresh. Yeah, sure. I'll go, bro. I eventually told Terrence about it, and I started seeing how huge this sale was gonna be, because he decorated the cat end log to have this candy cane-like color. I also noticed they started to make the employees festive, but then I realized we never really hung out anymore. It's like everyone was too busy to do something, to not talk at all. So, if it wasn't obvious, Isaac pretty much already joined the Pauls. His son had taken over and wanted the bigger head. It's like a red version of the big head. Now, Terrence decided to join the Purples, or whatever their name was, because they wanted the work clocks, which were pretty much just a rundown version of the Clockworks, which is a really expensive item, and they wanted it limited and will do anything for that to happen. But I guess I would just blow off because the media kept pressuring on this sale, and I didn't really know why. They even had interviews up. Great heavens! One day until the sale. Oh, malarkey. I will be collecting all the limiteds and the rich items ready to trade. Do you know how much money I make off of digital items? It's just a delight.
I've been living on the store dumpster for 6 years for this sale. Black Friday, like they say.
When I got home, I decided to get some Robux from my Robux balloon. Don't ask. Because I decided maybe there was a goods item, I considered buying it. I didn't want to join one of those two, however. After I got my Robux, I went to sleep, and the next day, when it hit night, I hit the store up, and, well, yeah. The snow was cranked up to an all-time high. It was freezing, and people were already dying of hypothermia. They were already dying on the floor already. But I stood in line, waited for my turn, and when I entered the store, it was quite a sight to see, if I had to say so myself. So there was a couple of things I just noticed. Well, for one, the Purples were there, and I saw Terrence. The super cool lads were there. They had their leader. There's that weird cow thing, and the employees probably looked more stressed than ever. Ruben was also there, but he was scamming people. And then it was finally time for the big reveal, because the boss was about to come out and show us the items. Attention everyone. I have just announced the new items. And I will reveal them right now. 3, 2, 1. We hope you enjoy, and thank you for joining us on this Black Friday. There's something to note here. Everyone had pretty much brought Robux to buy their own items, which they weren't really much Robux. And since everybody wanted these items, you could probably guess what they were gonna do. Yep, they looted. I hid behind while everyone else was just attacking each other, killing each other, slicing each other up. It was all just a giant mess. I wasn't there last year, but I feel like this is exactly what it was like. And I feel like the employees could relate too. Anyone else who was trying to get the limited, it was just even worse. We were just getting slaughtered. Everyone was just desperate to get them. And unfortunately, the limiteds meant a gruesome end when they got set on fire. People got the great idea to start going outside in the snow and go raid places and loot them, which was obviously a terrible idea because it was freezing outside. People were already starting to die. Like, for example, the GATS therapy, that's where I am right now. Yeah, I was destroyed. I don't know if you probably already knew that right now, but it just felt best to bring up. Then my first friend died, Terrence, because while the epic haircut was getting raided, the pressure was just too much for him, and I guess that's when he finally cracked. I don't know where his pieces are now. Then my second friend was about to die, because when they were about to go to the Mat Hut to raid it, Isaac already knew that this was his favorite place, so he tried to block everybody from going. So the leader, whose name is Super Cool Dude, that's what his father decided to name him, they decided to trample over him and kill him. I think his guts are still there. Well, actually no, they're cleaned up. I think they're just covered by snow. I have no idea why they did that. I don't even know if it was necessary or not. I stayed in the building and I continued to just watch the horror as it played out. I don't know if I've mentioned this yet, but my name is Tad. The sale finally came to an end when both of the groups went together and smashed into the I4Gore building. I saw Ruben there. He was selling UGC items for cheap because Roblox started making those a while ago. I could tell the guys in those buildings, they already felt screwed. Pretty sure that's when the CEO had enough and he called the police from the other town to come in. They came in and arrested all the leaders and anyone who was there. That included my friend Ruben, so I guess that was it for him. I mean, I really thought I could salvage it, whatever. After all that chaotic disaster, I walked out in the snow, and I don't know, I just went home. I didn't really say anything, did anything, I didn't check out anything. It just felt best for me to go home. You know, I don't know, I think it's best for me to just go home. I don't really want to talk about this all that much anymore.